12 amazing facts about famous Legos you didn't know about. First of all, did you know that the Star Wars Legos are…
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, what?
It's logos, not Lego.
Logos, not Legos?
Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
I'll get for the top.
12 amazing facts about famous logos you didn't know. We see emblems of well-known companies every day, but we rarely think about their origins and real meanings. Do you know why the apple in the Apple logo is bitten but not whole? What do the colors in the BMW logo symbolize? We found 12 stories that uncover and explain little secrets of logos we all know very well. Counting down from number 12, Amazon. This logo is absolutely mind-blowing. Ever notice the arrow that connects the A with Z? Yes, it does look like a smile, but it also shows that Amazon sells everything from A to Z. However, the logo hasn't always looked like this. Earlier, instead of the arrow, the Amazon was simply underlined. But after they started selling more products, it was time to make some changes. Number 11. Ferrari. Many people think that the Ferrari logo represents horsepower, but that's not true. In his biography, Enzo Ferrari mentions that the horse silhouette was initially painted on the plane of a famous Italian ace pilot, Francesco Baracca. Enzo met Francesco's mother, who asked him to put the horse on his cars for good luck. Enzo agreed and added the canary yellow background. Number 10. Apple. There is a popular misconception that the Apple logo was dedicated to an English mathematician and computer scientist, Alan Turing. You might have seen a movie about him with Benedict Cumberbatch in the leading role. Turing ended his life by eating a poisoned apple. In fact, the real history behind the logo is not as amusing. Designer Rob Janoff says that he chose the bitten apple to show its dimensions. You see, a whole apple can be confused with any other round-shaped fruit. You're right, that's not as amusing. Oh well. Number 9. Wikipedia. Okay, first things first. The logo of the Worldwide Encyclopedia is Earth. Makes sense, right? It consists of different pieces, and each of them is labeled with letters from different languages. Altogether, they make the word Wikipedia. And now is the best part. The logo is incomplete, which indicates the very essence of the Wikipedia project. The encyclopedia is incomplete and it's constantly being updated. And anyone, no matter what their language is, can make a contribution. Number 8. BMW. There's a popular myth that the BMW logo symbolizes an airplane propeller, and even some company employees share this opinion. However, it's not true. BMW stands for Bavarian Motor Work, and the logo was simply created from the national colors of Bavaria, which are obviously blue and white. Number 7. Pinterest. At first, this logo looks very simple, but if you take a closer look at the letter P, you'll notice that it looks a lot like a pin. So, Pinterest quite literally pins photos but does it digitally. Number 9. Nike. One of the simplest and most recognizable logos in the world is also of the cheapest. It was designed by a college student for just $35. Phil Knight, the owner of the company, wasn't even happy with the result at first. But now, when this logo and the company itself bring him billions of dollars, we think he's doing just fine. The logo, which many people simply call the swoosh, symbolizes motion and speed. It is often associated with a wing of Nike, the Greek god of victory. Number 5. Lacoste. In 1923, René Lacoste, a French tennis player, was walking down the street with the captain of his team, Alan Moore, and noticed a crocodile-skin suitcase in one of the shop windows. Lacoste and Moore made a bet that if René won the next game, Alan would buy him that suitcase. Lacoste lost, but a journalist heard of this story and wrote a piece about the tennis player who hadn't won but fought like a crocodile. That was how Lacoste got his nickname, and his company later received the emblem of this reptile. Number 4. Starbucks. In the beginning, Starbucks was a small coffee shop in Seattle. The founders wanted to make a logo that would somehow represent the seafaring history of the city. They created a logo with a topless mermaid holding two tails. Later, when the company expanded, they had to censor the logo. So now her breasts are covered by her long hair. Number 3. Pepsi. Unlike the previous one, the Pepsi logo cost an unimaginable $1 million. You could ask, what did they spend this money on? Well, the answer is not quite certain. The agency that Pepsi hired to develop the latest logo explained that it represented the theory of relativity, feng shui, geodynamics, and many, many more. The only question is, what do all these things have to do with a soft drink? Which is a very good question. Number 2. McDonald's. In 1962, McDonald's hired Louis Cheshkin to develop a new logo for the company. His idea was to replace the Speedy the Cook logo with golden arches, making an M that we know very well today. He explained that such a shape resembles female breasts and makes you hungry. Oh, again with the breasts. Okay, female breasts, coffee, and hamburgers. Oh yeah, I get the connection. Well, we're not entirely sure it works that way, but what we are sure of is that now you won't be able to unsee it every time you look at the logo. By the way, Cheshkin was a psychologist, so maybe this fact explains everything. And number 1. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Yes, they were going to use female breasts too, but they couldn't get it past the censor. No, that's a lie. Actually, dozens of poor lions were tortured before the creators got a perfect shot. How could they do such a terrible thing? Well, that one's a lie too. This is what you could think if you saw this fake picture that is now on the internet. That is definitely not how Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer made their famous logo. In fact, several different lions were properly tamed and trained to roar on cue. Don't believe the web. No lions or any female breasts were harmed. Do you know any more facts about other logos? Feel free to share them in the comment section below. Share this video with your friends. Perhaps they'll find it interesting too. And click subscribe to join us on the bright side of life.